Hi, this is Attila16 for the Your Game channel, and this is the guide about how the tank work in Arma 2, Operation Arrowhead, and Arma 2, and Arma 2 combined operations, which are essentially all the same when it comes to how the tank work. So I'll get in that M1A2 Abrams or Tusk. Not sure what's the difference there, but anyway, this one is a pretty tough tank, and there's actually 4 positions in it. Right now I'm in the driver position, from where you can nearly manage everything, but normally you just drive, and the driving position is really important in the tank because the driver needs to know what to do in what conditions, and the best driver will always find a way to gain advantage from the terrain. So for example, you can use a small hill to protect your tank from enemy fire. You might use a small fence to protect your tank, or a house and protect your tank as well. So it's really important to be a good driver. And as you can see, essentially all you do is use WASD and shift to go faster. What you need to consider is that you have a tracked vehicle, which means that the road is just a proposition. It really doesn't matter if you go out of the road like that, and even you can destroy trees and everything. The only side effect of having track, which might be negative, is that you will go slower when you go uphill, but at the same time you might end up going faster when you go downhill. So that's a plus and minus of it. So now let's get out of the forest. The forest is pretty good to conceal you from the enemy, but at the same time it kinda restrains your visibility. So that's something you need to keep in mind. But now let's check other roles in the tank. Let's switch to gunner seat. Now the gunner essentially can shoot stuff using sabot round or heavy explosive round, which you can choose in the menu using the mouse wheel or the keys on the keyboard. And when you gun like that, you can adjust the zeroing using page up, page down, and that allows you to adjust where how far your round will go and reach the center of your crosshair using the weapon drop. So that's a pretty easy to do it, a pretty easy way to do it. And so you have a cannon, but you also have a machine gun like that with tracer rounds against infantry. But your main role really is to destroy vehicles. So as the gunner, you have different views. You change them using N, like for night vision. Right now I have night vision, but it's daytime, so I really don't see much. Now let's switch to thermal vision, or IR vision, depending how you want to call it. And you can see that this view actually reflects heat. And if there's a vehicle that moves around, or any infantry, they will pop up on your screen in white, like the cannon you see down the right side of the screen. That will allow you to spot them easily. And of course I think there's only the American and the British that have such capacity for vehicles. The Russians and Takistanis, I don't think they do. So that's pretty good advantage. But at the same time, if the enemy vehicles are not active, their engine isn't running, that will cool down their vehicle, and you might not see them, and they might only start them at the last moment when they know you're there, and they then shoot you. So you need to be careful about it. So take what the infrared vision gives you with a grain of salt or something. Okay, so that's the gunner position. Let's go to the loader position. Now the loader position, it's outside the tank, and you're essentially a machine gunner. You don't really load the guns. but you have a machine gun, and the advantage to have a machine gunner like that is that he will attract enemy fire, so infantry will shoot him, and that might not be good for the loader, but it's good for the tank, because then you have a way to spot the enemy. They fire on you, so you hear them and you might be able to spot them much easier than if you did not have anybody up there to take the shot. Now let's move to commander seat. Now the commander right now is turned out like that. It's the guy on the right side. But let's and he control this machine gun that you see right there. Let's turn in. As you can see, I control this machine gun, and like the gunner, you can cycle different type of views, and that allow the commander to really easily spot everything. And as the commander, you can also deploy smoke, which will allow you to hide your tank from enemy fire. But what is cool about it is that they don't see you, but you see them using infrared vision. And now, of course, that doesn't mean they won't try to shoot you, so they might hit you, but it's very unlikely. So that smoke grenade will really eye your tank well, and that's a good way to take care of the enemies in all impunity. Okay, now let's get back to the driver's seat, which only have night vision. And now let's get a move on. Okay, so the goal of this mission is to show you how all that stuff work in the real world in a way. So what you do right now, I'm the driver, but I'll switch to commander. All right. So let's okay. I switched to thermal, and as you might notice, there's actually a tank over there. And I need to get a lock on it. Oops, wrong option. Now actually, what I'll do is I'll switch to gunner position, and I'll try to destroy it from there. There you go. That's one less to worry about. But there might be more, so I need to be careful. Okay, I'll switch back to commander seat. And actually you might notice that the zoom is much more flexible when it comes to the commander seat.
Forward, left, halt, target,
target.
1-6, forward.
Now when you see that there's a circle in a square, that means you have a lock on the target. Nope, missed it apparently. Let's wait for reloading. So when you're your commander, you need to order your gunner to shoot, and to do so you click left side control key and fire.
Reverse, reverse, reverse.
Okay, now let's turn there. Advance. Now IR vision is pretty good, but at the same time it's much easier to see with your own eyes. It's a little confusing sometimes, but IR vision is pretty good to spot stuff. Yeah, there's a wreck over there.
Forward, fast.
Okay, let's move.
Left, fast.
But look, what I'll do is I'll order the tank to move there automatically, and I'll just spot stuff. And you can see with IR a small rabbit there, and I see some stuff over there, so need to be careful. There might be infantry around. Yeah, I think these are infantry. Let's go get them.
Left. Forward. Fast.
Yeah. They're running away. So I'll try to get them. I probably should improve my zeroing. As you can see, machine gun is aiming much higher. But at such a long distance, it's pretty hard to aim well.
Right. Forward.
No, there's another rabbit there. Never confuse rabbits with enemies. They're friendly.
Right. Forward.
Okay, apparently I'm taking fire. Yeah, there's an enemy tank over there.
Forward.
You can see that from the radar.
7.
Oh, there's actually some infantry there as well.
Halt. Forward. Halt.
As you can see, my
Reverse. Reverse.
my loader and probably my commander are engaging.
Halt.
So I'll deploy smoke.
Forward. Fast. Fast. Halt. Reverse. Halt.
But right now,
That unknown at 17. Unknown.
I need
0,
to eliminate
070.
those guys. Okay, this is pretty far. Well, close.
Forward.
Okay, let's move where I can see what is there.
Halt.
We're still taking fire. And I still have no visual on whatever is over there.
Reverse. Halt. Forward. Halt.
So I can take maybe a blind fire on it.
Halt.
And I hope it hurt it. But nope, no luck.
Fast.
As you can see, it's much different from flying a chopper. Because you have everything to block your view.
No target.
But the principle are pretty much the same in this game. You click tab to lock on target, and when you're the commander, you click control control fire. When you're the driver though, you can simply click fire and your gunner will fire automatically. When you're the gunner, you just click fire.
Fast.
And that is of course all with AI.
Fast. Fast.
Oh,
Target that
apparently
tank.
there's one very close there.
11 o'clock. Enemy tank 200 meters. Reverse.
Okay. They don't seem to have a visual on me.
Reverse.
Oh yeah, they do.
Fire. Right.
Okay,
Reverse.
got it.
Halt. Target that tank at 1-5.
There's another tank.
Halt. Left.
As you can see, when there's two square, that means you have a lock on it. But
Fire.
yeah, there we go. I think my loader or my gunner are shooting infantry, which are over there. And infantry in this game, if they have tracking weapons, they are very deadly. How far is that? You can see down your screen with the green numbers. That's the distance at which you're aiming. Okay, got him. Okay, let's switch to driver position. So we'll have a better view of the surrounding. Now you can see that the enemy tank also use smoke screen. But that was in vain, because we use thermal vision, which largely ignore such a smoke screen. Actually, I saw something on the radar, but don't think it's there anymore. Okay, let's get back into a commander seat. It's much easier to have a good idea of what's going on as the commander. No.
Target that tank at
There's a couple of
1-4.
tank.
Halt. Reverse.
Deploying
Tank,
smoke.
11 o'clock. Half a click. Halt. Forward. No target. Target
No,
that
there's
tank at
many of
0-5.
them actually.
Halt. Forward. Target that tank at 1-1. Enemy. Halt. 10 o'clock. Enemy fire.
Okay, got that one. At least my gunner did.
At 0-4.
Wow, there's even one behind me.
Target that tank at 1-6. Target that tank at
Oh,
1.
there's one closer. Let's destroy it. Yep.
Target that tank at 1 6.
As a commander, you can easily prioritize your target.
Fire.
Example, you prioritize heavier tank,
Fire.
which have much more chance of destroying your tank than light tank. Alright.
Fire.
No, this one is really defeating my gunner.
Fire.
Oh, my gunner I think got a 3.
Target that
Oh,
APC
there's a
at
BTR there.
Fire.
BTR contain infantry, so it's good to
Target
destroy
that tank
them
at
quickly.
1 6. Forward. Left.
Let's
Forward.
move forward.
Tank 12 o'clock, 1 click. 12 o'clock,
Halt. Target that tank at 1 6. Fire. Forward. Target that tank at 2 0. Halt. Fire.
Okay.
Forward. Halt.
Infantry. As you can see with the thermal vision, it's pretty easy. You can destroy an entire army if you want, but at the same time what you need to keep in mind is that although that looked pretty easy right now, one of their shot can pretty much destroy my tank if well placed.
Forward.
Okay, now let's keep advancing in that plane. Need to be aware of any infantry as well.
Target that tank at 1.
Let's make sure this tank is destroyed.
Right. Fast. Right.
Sometimes it's not because it look disabled that it is.
Left. Fast.
Am I getting shot at by something?
Left. Fast. Left. Fast. Left. Fast. Right. Fast.
Oh, that's
right.
more than one
Right.
place.
Fast. Halt.
Okay, infantry there. No, crewman. Got him. Let's have a look around. Let's fire.
Right. Halt. Forward.
Okay.
Fast. Fast.
Well, I think that give you the idea of how I think work in this game. It can be a lot of fun if you're many players, and in multiplayer can lead to a pretty epic duel
Right. Fast.
where hiding is the key. So I hope you enjoyed it, and if you have other
Target
requests,
that APC.
feel free to ask for more.